Good morning. Hello to all of you bold, beautiful, brilliant, and highly evolved souls. I'm Davina, and today I'd like to talk to you about the shame-based identity and survival mode. And this can be just so familiar or normal to us that we don't even know that that's how we're living. I'm just becoming more and more aware of how my, the flight and the fawn and the freeze states, just keep me in this, well, I'm kind of a little bit above survival living, but I mean, still like in a mental way. We were so brainwashed to believe that being our true selves was dangerous. And in order to survive, we had to be a false self. A shame-based false self was safe, was how we survived. So it's very deeply ingrained that being the shameful self is the way to live, the way to survive, the only way to get by in the world. So when I'm in this flight, and flight can be like, I call it kind of zooming, like in constant activity and distractions, or it could also just be mental zooming, like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to plan and I'm going to do this and it feels very exciting and like that. It's like very squirrely. Like kind of imagine like a little squirrel running around, so that's kind of the zooming, flighty self. That of course we're trying to escape and trying to also avoid our feelings. And then the fawn mode can also be, physical, you're trying to help someone, trying to please someone, trying to care for someone, or it can also start as a mental, rehearsing a conversation, or, thinking of something you can do for your friend, or whatever it is, the fawning mode. And these two especially, just put you in a really, it's a dissociation, we get out of our bodies and we're all in our head, and it's very convincing. This is the problem. It is very, very convincing. It's those thoughts like, oh, but I have to think about this and I gotta do this and I have to even my video making, like this morning, it was like, but I gotta do this video and I gotta plan it and it got very like addictive kind of feeling to it. So I'm like, the key is to just stop, like really try to stop and tell yourself there's nothing more important right now than being in my body. I am in a flashback and I have gone into my trauma brain, and this is not the real me, So getting into the body, and just what I do is I've talked about the yoga nidra and the body scan, but I do a body scan and my head goes over, and then I just come back to the body, keep coming back to the body. Even if your mind wanders for 5 minutes, come back. And it's really like you're swimming like a salmon going upstream. You're really going against all of this conditioning that's just like a raging river coming down towards you, and you're like trying to push the other way, like, no, I'm gonna come in my body, I'm coming in my body. And so it's just like trying over and over and over again, like, probably thousands of times to, and just go through your body. And finally, try to, stop, get in your body, listening can be a very powerful way to get present and get out of our heads. And then if you can, to then get into your breath and feel the breath in the chest, and feel your feet, and just be, we're here to be ourselves and thrive, which is exactly the opposite of our conditioning. So for me, I'm still getting to believe that I can be myself, set my boundaries, have my needs met, and thrive, that I don't have to compromise myself. So yes, that is what I wanted to share with you today. You can be you and flourish in this world, and it's a extremely hard work, I'm wishing you many blessings on your journey of healing and awakening, and I'm Davina at Boldness Blooming.